Hey guys, we're up to the third American Angling. Today we are looking at my FLW fantasy fishing picks for Okeechobee and Harris Chain. Now Okeechobee was a little bit rough for us because we had an issue with an angler dropping out last minute. It was for surgery, so we hope he recovers quickly and gets back at it. But we're gonna start out with what we had done. So we had Brian Schmidt at second place. We had Jared Mcmillan at fourth. We had Brandon Mcmillan at 5th. We had Scott Martin at 21st. We had JT Kenny at 23rd. John Cox at 31st. Shane LeHue at 89th. And Glenn Brown, who did not show up. Now, like I said, we hope Glenn Brown recovers quickly, recovers well. Thinking about you, man. Hopefully things go well for you. That being said, he is returning for Harris Chain. So we will get those picks out to you right now. My first pick is Tim Frederick, not because he won Okeechobee, but because he is a Leesburg guy, right? So he's from the body of water that he's going to be fishing, right? He's fishing Harris Chain. He's from Leesburg. This should be a no-brainer for you guys. $37 to pick him. First pick, end of discussion. John Cox, right? John Cox is another Florida guy. He's been around for a while. He's a heck of a sight fisherman. Fish are likely still going to be on some beds. They might be kind of coming off and be a little harder to bite. But if somebody's going to get those sight fish to bite, it's going to be John Cox. I might not expect a win out of him because of that, but I would definitely expect a top 10 for sure. Then you got Brandon Mcmillan. Brandon Mcmillan, just like his brother, came off a couple of top 5s. And Brandon is a Florida stick, just like his brother. Brandon has more experience than Jared. That being said, they're both from professional families. They both know what's going on. Brandon came off a top 5 in Okeechobee, so I could see him doing pretty well in Harris Chain just based on confidence alone. Jared Mcmillan, again, $36. He's just like his brother, right? Florida guy, from a professional family, knows what he's doing. He doesn't have the experience, like I said, that Brandon does. But that being said, that can be kind of negated with de facto experience, right? Just because he hasn't won events doesn't mean he hasn't fished the body of water. And being from that area, I'm sure he's fished it. I'm sure he's very comfortable with it. And he shows his hand at Okeechobee with what he can do. Next up, we have Glenn Brown, right? Glenn Brown is coming back from surgery, which makes him kind of a risky pick. But if we want to pick him, I think we can expand on our 1,500 points that we had in the last event. I think Glenn is going to be a solid pick if it's a flip and bite. Harris is known for being kind of a goofy lake, right? It can be either flip and bite, it can be a crank and bite, and I'm talking like traps and what do you call them? Chatterbaits. Gosh, things like that. But if it's flip and bite at all, Glenn Brown's gonna try and make up for the points that he missed in Okeechobee. I think he can do it. Then we have Brian Thrift. We have the Thrift factor here. Now this is like not picking Kevin because reasons. Thrift is the man, right? He is not like he bombed in Okeechobee, and that's not like him. That being said, he is usually one to scramble afterwards. So I want to see him in the top 5 here. The last time he was here, he was in the top 6, it was 6th place. So I want to see a top 10 at the very least, probably a top 5 though, because he's going to try and scramble and really get it done after that terrible finish at Okeechobee. Then we have Bradley Dortch at $23. He is the 2017 Rookie of the Year. He came in off his win in 2017 from Harris Chain. So he knows what he's doing. He knows what's going on. He can get it done. We know this for a fact. He can get it done on Harris Chain. Now, it's not often guys win, back-to-back years, but it's not unheard of, right? And I want to see it happen again because I'm picking this dude. Then we finally have Andy Morgan. Andy Morgan's been around. He knows what he's doing. There's not much to really discuss with him. He came off his worst finish since 2008 on Okeechobee. He's going to try and get some retribution, right? He's going to try and make some payback and get some of those points that he desperately needs for AOY. And I think we can see a top 10 out of him, if not a win. He's one of those guys that if you rattle his cage, he's going to bite you and he's going to come back strong. But that's it, guys. That's what I've got for you today. As always, guys, if you have any questions on my picks or why I didn't pick somebody, feel free to comment down below. I will probably pick on you a little bit, and we'll go from there. Have a good one, and good luck on the water.